Hi there, my name is Shane Sterling. Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I wanted to show you how I make one of my favorite things to eat. It's really simple, really great, really nutritious, and all raw vegan. So I have some fruit here, got some shredded coconut, sunflower seeds, and I'm gonna make some hemp milk that I pour over it. So it's kind of like a berry bowl with hemp milk. Or you could think of it like a cereal. You can kind of make it more like a cereal if you do sprouted buckwheat. Sometimes I do sprouted buckwheat. I don't have that today. This is just the basic version. So, got a couple bananas. These are kind of small bananas. Just slice them up. When you eat a meal, here's strawberries. When you eat a meal of all raw food like this, it just allows your body to stay energized. It doesn't bring you down with the cooked food. We don't have the enzymes for the cooked food, you know. Our body has to produce the enzymes to digest the cooked foods. But when we eat the raw foods like this, it's filled with enzymes, filled with water, filled with minerals, everything we need. And to be honest, the longer I am raw, the easier it is to eat meals of just whole raw food and not feel unsatisfied. And it's taken me quite a while to get there, but it's the journey of being on raw food. It's the raw vegan journey, and it is quite a journey. And I want to be honest about that I couldn't eat a meal like this and be satisfied when I first started. It's taken me quite a while. But now it is extremely satisfying. So we got some strawberries. And I love blueberries. One of my favorites. I'm going to just put some of these on. So there we got a bowl of blueberries, strawberries, and bananas cut up, pretty simple. Here I have some shredded coconut, just sprinkle a little of that on. We'll do a little more. I do like the shredded coconut. And I have some sunflower seeds, organic sunflower seeds. Just sprinkle a little of those on, just for texture. I find the seeds work best with the fruit. I don't really like to blend or mix like nuts. I don't really like to mix nuts and fruit. I find that it just isn't as easy to digest. There's something in the nuts. But if I blend the nuts, it changes that completely. If I was to chop up walnuts or almonds or cashews and put that on here, that would be a no-go for me. But the seeds, perfectly great. And if I was to take like almonds or cashews and blend them and pour that over, that would be fine. Something about the digestion, you know, blending is like a pre-digestion for the nuts. So it really works wonders, especially with combining with fruit. You want everything to move through the GI tract at the same speed and at the same time. So nuts will digest slow, fruit digests fast. And if you mix those, that can be a problem. But if you blend the nuts, then that digests fast up to the same speed as the fruit. So it really makes sense. But I like the seeds, something about the seeds and the fruit. And I don't blend the sunflower seeds here because, like I said, I like the texture, so that's just a texture thing. And after almost a year on raw food, my GI tract is pretty, cleaned out. I've done fasting, juice fasting, water fasting, dry fasting. I've released mucoid plaque. My biofilms are pretty low, and I'm still working on it, but I can digest these seeds with the fruit pretty easily. So that's that. I also add, this is something I really love, the raw cacao nibs. Again, this is like just kind of texture. little bit of a crunch. And sometimes I'm almost out of these. Just throw on a few goji berries for the texture. That's the end of my goji berries. So let's see, I'll bring this over here. You can see that's what that looks like. Okay. The next is to make this hemp milk. So I take the hemp seeds and I measure with a tablespoon. I do 3 big heaping tablespoons. Yeah, 3 big heaping tablespoons. I also add just the tiniest little pinch of salt. Not very much, just a tiny, tiny amount. These are dates. I'm going to add a date in there. Just pick the seed out and throw that in. And I do a little bit of vanilla sometimes, just like a little capful of vanilla for the hemp milk, especially if it's going on a fruit bowl like this. Then this is going to be blend on high with the high-speed blender, so it gets warm pretty quick. I add a little bit of ice. The ice just keeps it cold while I blend. There's some ice. Add a little water. So it's just like probably about a cup of water, maybe a cup and a half. The other thing I add sometimes is a little bit of cinnamon, if I'm in the mood. I can add a little cinnamon to this one just to show you, just a dash of the cinnamon in the hemp milk. Not much. Okay, I'm going to turn this on. So I blended that on high speed, the highest setting possible for, what was that, like, I don't know, 40 seconds. Usually like a minute is what you want to do. And that makes, I don't know if you can see that in there, a beautiful, creamy, delicious. This is one of my favorite foods on earth right here, hemp seed milk. Man, it's so good. So I'll just pour this over the fruit like this. And I just fill that bowl to the brim, and I'll drink the rest. Man, that is cold, refreshing, and yummy. So this is one of my favorite meals right here. It's just a basic fruit meal. It's got the hemp, which has got protein and omega-3. It's just really satisfying. It's mixing the fats and the fruits, which, you know, I don't do all the time. But if I'm in the mood for like a treat, this is one way I get that feeling of a treat, you know, mixing the fats and the fruits together. Most people in our standard American lifestyle, they mix the sugar and the fat all day long, every day. But for me, I don't. So it's a treat when I mix sugar and fat together, and this is one of them. It's full of antioxidants, full of protein, full of omega-3 fatty acids. I mean, high minerals, high nutrients, and absolutely nourishing to our body, our electrical body, our spiritual body, our emotional body, our physical body. And I just wanted to share that with you because I believe in this food. I believe in the raw food. So hopefully this is helpful for someone who just want to see how you make a raw vegan meal. There you go. Thanks for watching. Give it a thumbs up if you like it, and please subscribe to my channel for more. See you in the next one.